Hey, Pickle Planners. So today we're going to show you how to book a lesson and how that all works. So it starts with an administrator creating the instructor tier, then assigning the instructors to that tier. Then the instructors can log in, set their availability and their court rates, which then unlocks the book a lesson page where the players can click book a lesson and then select their time based off that instructor's parameters. And we're going to show you how to do it right now. All right, here we are logged in at the homepage of Vail River as an admin. So we go to the dashboard, and under admin memberships, we'll see that we just have one tier. But we want to add a new tier for the instructor, so we'll click add tier, and we'll give it a name instructor. And now we have this new toggle switch, instructor tier. When we turn that on, Pickle Planner knows that these are instructors and it will accommodate them. So we'll click save, and we can scroll down and see our new instructor tier. And then if we go to members, we next have to assign folks to those tiers. So we have Penny Drop Shot. We're going to make her an instructor. And other instructor we have is Zesty Pepper Larson, of course. Make him an instructor. Okay, so that's the first part from the admin's perspective. All right, so now we're logged in as Penny, and she was one of the instructors. So if we go to the dashboard, first thing you'll notice is there's a lessons page. And when we click on book lesson, it shows that there are 2 instructors in the system, but they're not ready for lessons to be booked with yet because they haven't filled out their profiles yet. And that leads us to the next menu option, which is instructor profile. Since we're logged in as an instructor, we can start our own setup of our profile. So first we'll click on this edit profile, upload our photo, which we have here for Penny. And then we can go back in there and put in our bio. Click save. Next, we want to set up our weekly availability. This is our regular availability. So we'll say for her, we're available Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we'll say from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., 5 days a week. And this is the normal availability. But as everyone knows, life gets in the way sometimes. And we're not always available 5 days a week like that. So that's why we have this date-specific availability. So let's just say that next weekend she's going to be out of town and she won't be back until Tuesday. So let's say on the 20th, we have to mark her as unavailable. Click save. And then we'll say on the next day, Tuesday, she's available, but she won't be available until, let's say, noon. And because she's been out, we're going to extend her hours that day till 4 to make up a little time there. So Monday and Tuesday are exceptions to the regular availability. And then next we have to set up our rates. So these rates can differ depending on how many people are attending the lesson. So we'll say 80 for 1, 100 for 2, 120 for 3, and 140 for 4. And it even shows the breakdown per person. All right, this instructor is all set up for lessons to be booked with. All right, next we'll log in as a player. So a player is on their phone and they come to the Vail River site. And if they get to the dashboard and then click the menu option, you can see that they have the lessons menu option. And when they click that, they can book a lesson. And there's Penny all available as along with Zesty Pepper Larson, who has also put up his settings. And the member can see how much the rates are and what their general availability is. And when they decide, they can click book lesson, where they can then pick whichever date they want and choose a time based off of that instructor's availability. So we'll say 1 to 2 p.m., which is $80 for one person. But let's say her friend Chris Fields is going to join her. So now that's 2. The price goes up to $100. And Connie is the one logged in here. So Connie clicked checkout, and now she's going to pay the full $100, and it will be her responsibility to get the other half from Chris Fields, who's having this lesson with her. And then once that's paid for, both participants of the lesson, which is Connie and Chris on the right, they'll get an email along with Penny, the instructor, showing that, oh, look, she's got a lesson on Wednesday from 1 to 2. And then if we click book another lesson, again with Penny, we can see that she's no longer available from 1 to 2 because she's having a lesson with us, so no one else can book with her. And then if we go towards Monday, normally she'd be available, but she isn't because she's out of town. And then on the next day, she's not available until noon. And then you can see that she's available till 4 as well. And then when we go to Wednesday, it's back to her regular hours of 10 to 3. All right, so that's how you book a lesson on Pickle Planner. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.